Okay, something I just meant I forgot to. It was really the whole point of making the videos, really, and I just forgot to mention it. I got so carried away with talking about all the different stuff that I forgot to mention what the actual point of the video was, which is something I do quite often. It doesn't. Sometimes it makes for quite good videos because sometimes people just want the information. They don't want to hear the reason behind it. They make up their own minds, so that's good, in a way. That anyway, the point of the video was, if you're interested. If you're not interested, you probably are better off not being interested, so you can switch off now. But if you are interested, bigger fool you probably. Uh, the point of the video was, right, it's about the black sesame seeds. The reason they're so important is because you can't get any other food that is going to give you that amount of important nutrients that you need and minerals. And so basically, what it's doing is it's saving you time, and you've got to start valuing your time. And so if you're getting the best possible nutrient um, density from the food and combined with its digestibility, you're saving yourself time, huge amounts of time, because it's a sort of time you can't catch up this sort of time unless you eat this sort of food, because it's the only way you can get those nutrients in your body quickly enough, because you're constantly losing them all the time anyway. you know so it's not like you're putting them in there and then you can stop. You've got to keep putting them in all constantly, and if you're not putting enough in, you're getting weaker and weaker and weaker and getting older and older and older. And what you should be doing is putting the right nutrients in and getting stronger and healthier and younger. If you're getting all the nutrients, you're getting stronger, and you're not getting older. Okay, so you can't backtrack. Once you've gotten old to a certain level of age and oldness and where your body's worn out, you can't. It's got to be scrapped. It's too much work to mend it and restore it to its natural healthy condition. So you're fucked. So you've got to. There are certain things like these black sesame seeds that there's virtually nothing else that can do the job that these can do. It's like open sesame. That's what it is. It's open sesame. And you need to get them. You need to get these in your diet because there's nothing. I really can't think of anything else. You know, Definitely not for the price. I mean, because they're dead cheap. And you can get good quality organic black sesame seeds, really cheap, really, effectively for what they are. And there's nothing else you can do, really, to get all that nutrient density in your system in the time. So you can't do it. It's not possible to get that amount of nutrition in your system in another way. I mean, there might be, as I mentioned in the last video about this longevity beyond tangy tangerine stuff, but I haven't tried that out. But that's artificial, whereas the black sesame seeds are completely natural. And just using them in combination with things like kiwi fruit, camu, um, stinging nettles, dandelion, you know, those sort of things. In combination, you pack such a massive mineral and nutritional punch that it's going to drive away any sort of chronic illnesses and stuff, and just put you in tip-top health. You know, and there's nothing else that can really do that. I mean, there are things that will bring you up to health, gradually, but things like the black sesame seeds, they're going to do it much quicker and much cheaper and much more effectively. So you would be so fucking stupid if you didn't get them. And also, as I mentioned, the magnesium oil, to absorb the magnesium that you need so you can start utilising all this stuff. and the seaweed, because of the iodine. You really need iodine as well, because they're the main ones that you're missing. You know, they're the main nutrients you're missing, is the magnesium and the iodine, and then generally minerals generally. So to get the minerals generally, that's why you want the black sesame seed. You want the iodine and the magnesium oil to stabilize your system, and so that you can utilize and absorb these minerals more effectively and efficiently, and deal with them, you know, better and stuff. So those three things. And then you also want I didn't mention it in the last video about the ghee, the butter ghee, good quality butter. And also making your own ghee is very, very worthwhile, because you get an actual benefit from making the ghee yourself. So it's better to get your own butter, good quality butter, and make your own ghee. And then once you've made it and you've poured it out, what's left on all the solids that are stuck to the bottom of the pan, you can put some jaggery, raw sugar in, mix it in with that, and eat that, and you get all the benefits of it. There's no waste at all. And the ghee is got all these, if it's made with good quality butter, grass-fed butter, it's going to have all the oil-soluble vitamins that you need, which you might otherwise not be getting. But you also want to use the fish oil, and I strongly recommend the skate liver oil, because it's got so much other stuff in there that's more than say, for example, cod liver oil or normal fish oil. And the only other oil you can get that's better than the skate liver oil is ratfish liver oil, and it's like really expensive. It's like 50 quid for like a 10 ml bottle or something like that. It's a ridiculous price. This is huge. You know, and you only have like 1 or 2 drops at a time. You know, maybe 3 or 4 drops instead of like a teaspoon. Like I have like a teaspoon of skate liver oil. But if you get the ratfish oil, that's even better. But you only have to use tiny amounts of it. Now, ideally, I'd rather use both of them. I'd have the proper dose of the skate liver oil, and a few drops of the ratfish liver oil as well. You know, that would be ideal. And the ghee, the good butter ghee, the sesame seeds, the seaweed, the magnesium oil, the kiwis, and you're laughing. You know, you start adding things like cucumber and asparagus, and you know, just a few herbs, and you know, your adaptogens and stuff, and that's what you really need to be doing to make this work, you know, palatable, so that you can do it and get some work done. If you don't do all of those things, you can't really expect to get proper results, because you're not going to be healthy enough to do the work properly.